So you asked me to describe a case that I have recently seen, and several of them comes to mind, but one specifically is about a gentleman. He's about 38, 39, very successful, very busy guy who came in with a lot of chronic conditions. Couldn't sleep, his skin was breaking down, his libido was down the drain, he was stressed out, and he had seen about 5 or 6 doctors, from endocrinologist to gastrointestinal specialist to even a sleep disorder doctor. And all those treatments led to something, but not enough for him to feel 100% better. And he continued to feel worse day by day. So he came to see me and described this slew of symptoms. And I asked him one question that I think it determined the rest of the treatment. And the question was, tell me about your stool test. When I asked him that question, he looked surprised because he had seen 5 doctors and neither one of those doctors had asked for stool tests. So he did a stool test. He came back 2 weeks later, and his microbiome, the bacteria that helps him digest, that helps him sleep, that helps him metabolize his hormones, were all out of balance. Not just a little out of balance, they were completely out of balance. He didn't have digestive enzymes enough to be able to digest his foods. He didn't have the good bacteria that helped him go to the bathroom. He didn't have the good bacteria that helped him get off the treadmill that we get on sometimes and we cannot get off, the treadmill of life. The other bacteria that help him function, that gives him good skin, good health, were all shut down. So what we did is look at this stool test where they had mapped out his microbiome, and we started to work on it. We gave him digestive enzymes. We changed his diet so that he wasn't feeding the bad bacteria. We helped him drink more water. We helped him sleep a little better. We gave him a little bit of a supplement from Akasha Naturals, actually, that increases his serotonin. And we continue to work with him in terms of stress reduction, stress management, exercise, and really increasing the functionality of his microbiome. 3 months down the line, he came in and he was about 25% better. 4 months later, he came back, or the 4th month he came back, and he was 35% better. Within 6 months, when he came back for his 3rd visit, this was a completely different person. Not only because the chronicity of his disease had decreased, but most importantly, he understood the function that his gut health plays in his overall health. He understood the simple language that the body has called symptoms, and that his job was to take that language and to interpret it into something that he could relate to his doctors in a better way, in a different way. He also understood that there was a better way to get better, and that was by looking at his whole person, the whole part of who he is, his whole expression of himself in the world, not only physically, but also emotionally.